one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, Delta. Sit right there, 56.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Duncan. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
18. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 3rd down, Duncan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down, Los Angeles.
We go tonight. 120. 56. 56 to Mike. Hell, you won. Hey, box truck.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Hey, alert 3. 36. Five. Hey, team 6. 56. Check the out.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Good move by Gurley. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give right side. It's Duncan. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Back north. Bravo. 41 Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Kill. Turn up. Yeah, Liz. Wall. Boom. Watch out. Sponge.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Duncan. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, gone. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. First and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
It's third and 10.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Samson Ebukam able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The kick by Maher is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now to throw, and that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Kelly, Kelly. Show it up. SOS. Okay, over here. SOS.
On first down, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We own it. Back. Deuce. Switch. All right. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is gone. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Duncan. And he powers his way up past the 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
18. 54 Mike. All day. Mike. Just like that. Tight dog. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Jim. Hey, watch it. Check 3. Check 13. Check 13. Here we go.
On third down, it's Duncan. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Watch the quick. Jim.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
319. Watch the run. Mike 48. 3 buzz. Hey, Mike. Hey, wahoo. 40 run. Target. Snap.
Throwing now is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
50. 43. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. Mike's 43.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Marr able to put this one through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Goff now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have just added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch out. Coming 50. Hey, you watch me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Duncan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 88. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 8-yard line.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Value three. Value three. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Value three.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
It's just me and you. Check.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 24.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Bang. Boom. Play.
They'll run on first down. Duncan. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. 11 yards and a great Green Bay Packer first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially solve. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things up there. A win would be their second on the young season. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a catch.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.